We are here to tell you more about NFBC.
Sorry. NFBC is Navratri Food Bank Collection. Can you all hear me? Sorry. Yeah?
Can you do this?
Thank you. NFBC, Navratri Food Bank Collection, is an initiative that is using the Hindu festival of Navratri as a platform to bring awareness of our local food banks. Our primary goal is to encourage food collections at various events that take place during Navratri. We encourage the use of food bank collections at other events, and we have had lots of interest from other communities like Scots, Sikhs and Jewish, who have expressed an interest to hold collections at their events. We have the full support and backing of the Trussell Trust, which basically runs 90% of the UK food bank. And the NFBC aim to help event organisers to find a local food bank and information on which items they can donate to their local food bank. We will also provide support in the form of soft copies of posters and flyers that can be used at their event to promote a collection of donated food. Dylan, could you explain to our audience what a food bank is?
Gladly. It is a non-profit charitable organisation that distributes food to those that are in a crisis. Did you know 4.7 million people live in food poverty in the UK? This is a massive issue in our country and has become worse for a lot of people. As the government has been cutting benefits, that has meant a lot more people have been falling into distress. Last year, over 350,000 people turned to food banks. That's almost triple the number of people that received food aid in the previous year. 90% of the food given out by the Trussell Trust was donated directly by the public.
When I first learned about my local food bank in Potter's Bar where I live, I rang the local pastor at the moment there, which had been running the food bank for a year. And he basically said to me, the kind of clients that come in were actually ex-bankers that got made redundant in the last recession. A lot of them pretended to go to work for 6 or 7 months, didn't tell their wives out of fear and shame. Money ran out and they were then referred by the doctor or hospital to actually go and get these emergency vouchers, which they could use for 3 days to get food. And I was actually quite shocked how many, very similar people to myself, that could happen to me as well, losing the job, losing your money, that you could end up relying on these food banks to feed yourself and your family. Dylan, how does a food bank work?
Non-perishable food is donated by the public. Volunteers sort the food and pack the food into emergency parcels. Frontline care professionals such as doctors, health visitors, social workers, etc. give food bank vouchers to people in crisis. Food bank vouchers are exchanged for 3 days at a distribution centre. This process ensures food banks are used as a short-term measure. Only frontline professionals make sure food banks are only used in a crisis by people that need them the most.
So, this is how we think you guys can help. You can organise a food bank at your next event. It can be coordinated with any Sewa Day project. Simply let volunteers know that you're holding a food bank collection and they'll bring donations in. Offer support services to a food bank. It could be just simply donating some of your time to help sort out the different food at your local food bank, because a lot of these food banks are just run by volunteers. It could even be helping them with language or religious issues in that area. They may not be able to communicate with people from different backgrounds. Or you can just help them, give them some guidance with local issues. You can just contact your local food bank. You could, and also ask them to come to your event where they can actually say a few words whereby they can help raise awareness of the good work they do. Dylan, can anybody just walk into a food bank and get food?
Well, you can't, because the doctors, health visitors or social workers have to give the person who's in emergency a voucher for 3 days, and then they check up on them to see if they are in real emergency or not.
And what kind of food can you take into a food bank?
Or you can take long life milk, sugar, cotton, fruit juice, soup, pasta sauces, all tinned food, cereals, tea, coffee, pasta and biscuits, and mostly for baby formula.
Also, you can take things like toothpaste, toiletries, which are quite in short of, like shampoo, things like that. Basically, non-perishable items, i.e. things that are not going to go out of date, which is really, really useful. Thank you for listening to us. Dylan's 9 years old, he gets it, and hopefully you guys will get it, and you'll be able to participate in our initiative to kind of help our local community food banks. Thanks for listening.